So you've made the switch to Google Forms for your quizzes and tests, and you found out that Google Classroom will capture at least the first response. But if you're like me, you want it to be more than one response. I use my quizzes like a note guide for my students. I want them to continue to find the information in the source material till they get it. But to do that, you'd have to go into each quiz individually to track your students' progress each time you wanted to do it. Wouldn't it be great if there was one place that had connected all your students by roster and even color-coded by standard? Well, today I'm gonna give you a template that does just that. I'm Neil Easterling, and this is Level to Learn.
So the very first thing we want to do is connect your roster. You can either type them in manually into a Google Sheet, or you could talk to someone in your IT support department about getting you an CSV or an Excel version of your roster from your grade reporting system. Make sure you have the following columns starting on cell A: last name, first name, class, and email. The email is the most important part. You need to make sure it is the email that students use to sign into Google Apps. In my case, students have a specific school-related email address, but yours might be different. Now we need to grab the link to this sheet and connect it to our tracker. Copy the URL up to the last backslash, the extra we don't need, and paste it into the cell for the roster link on the Sources tab. Now, hover over the REF to the cell to the right. When the pop-up opens, click on the Allow Access button. Now your roster is connected. The great thing about having a different sheet for your roster is that you can edit that sheet, add students, remove students who have left your class, sort your roster by class, or add an entirely new roster for next year, and the changes appear in your dashboard view automatically. Now let's get the quiz responses out of Forms and into Sheets where we can connect them. First, you need to make sure that when you create your form quizzes, that you check the box to collect email addresses. This is how we'll be matching students and their quiz responses together. If it is not collecting them, check the box now. You will be able to track any responses going forward, but will not pull old responses without an email address. Now, simply go to the Responses tab at the top of your Google form, then click on the Create Sheet icon. This will create and open a Google spreadsheet with all of your quiz answers and responses. All responses to your quiz will auto-update on the sheet, so you only need to do this once. Now, just like the roster, we need to copy the link in the front of the last backslash and paste the URL into the cell for Quiz 1 link. Hover over the REF to the right and click Allow Access once the pop-up appears. Repeat this step for as many quizzes as you need. I've given you up to 20 slots. You can also change the name of the quiz to the left of your link, and it will appear in the dashboard along with your students' quiz scores. Now, we only have one more step. We need to put in your percentage rubric. At the top, you will see a 4-point standards rubric. Change the standard to whatever your system is based on. At my school, it's advanced, proficient, basic, and minimal, but you can label this whatever you like. Below each standard, change these percentages to what matches your rubric. Keep in mind, the percentages itself will be part of that level. So for advanced, it will be 90% or higher. You can click on the checkbox to the left of the rubric. Your grades will be color-coded for the rubric and change that. You can turn this feature on and off with this checkbox. Now your quizzes are all connected with your roster and color-coded. Make sure not to type anywhere on the dashboard except the rubrics, otherwise it will break the formulas used to make it. You can, however, use the border tools to visually group each class together if you like.
So if you haven't gotten a copy of the template yet, there'll be a link in the description. I hope this helps you track your students' progress a little easier. If it has, please consider giving the video a like, subscribing to the channel, or clicking the notification bell, because you'll get updates when I bring out new templates or new ideas for the classroom. If you have ideas or troubles or challenges in your classroom that you think tech could either solve, or the tech itself is the challenge, leave a comment down in the description, and hopefully that'll be the topic of my next video. Again, I'm Neil Easterling, and this has been Level to Learn.